Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about why I quit chasing success. Mostly I prefer being homeless rather than just modern slavery. It is a very great question and I will answer it with my own thoughts. The first thing is I grew up believing success. Success was everything, was me, but I quit chasing it. The basic reason is if you are just chasing money, for example, there are a lot of workers, they are just working from morning to night and they are trying to get to success. At the end, if you cannot get success, probably you will get into depression and your life will going tougher than ever. That's the reason why I quit from chasing success. Because at the end, you won't get anything if you are just chasing success, but chasing your hobbies. If you just make your hobbies just transform into the earnings, the money, probably you'll be happy rather than just trying to get the success. Because when you are trying to get success, your life is getting harder and harder, even you don't understand it. The first reason is the highlights how society frames success as the ultimate goal. Everyone just trying to get success, like the Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, for example, being a good singer, being famous. Everybody's trying on it, and everybody's still addicted on it. If you cannot get success, probably society will going to punish you, and they will say, "You not enough. You are not successful enough. That's the reason why you are not deserving to live." I think it is really different because not everybody is coming from a same perspective. Everyone is different on the life. Some people just starting the life in a upside, for example, being kind of just like subordinate, not the subordinate, just the upper size, but some people just starting life in a subordinate way. So if your life isn't just good enough, probably you will start to complain and you won't be success anything, because you will think that everybody just getting the success but me. Well, it is understandable. For example, let's give an example from me. I haven't got any car, I haven't got any girlfriend, my bank account is empty. So am I unsuccessful? Yeah. And basically I am unsuccessful because I am just trying to apply the scholarships to Hong Kong and other countries and I cannot get any scholarship. So does it make me outliner? Well, if you are talking about it, I am at the same time a bit of outliner mode, because nobody is interesting with me when I'm speaking and I'm just walking around the world. For example, I'm just walking on the streets, nobody taking care and watching me while I'm just walking. Probably people will going to see you as an insect and you will just be perceived as a fool. That's the basic reason you need to pursue your dreams, because you have limited time and your lifetime won't be come back again and you won't be yacht as usual. And some people just trying to quit the modern slavery and they're working from morning to night. For example, I am working as an officer, but if I just be honest to you, do I like my job? Probably I don't like my job, because I'm just doing in order to just pay my bills, and sometimes I feel myself in a modern slavery. Even I want to just break my chains, it is not easy peasy. There are a bunch of reasons behind of it. Mostly people trying to be location free and economically free, but here the real topic is they are still dependent on their families, and I cannot judge them because they are not getting any responsibility, they are not paying any money for the bills, they are not contributing anything to their houses. So at the same time, people think like it is a better life rather than chasing the luxury cars, luxury model girlfriends, and a lot of different things. But here the question is arise again. It is better not to play. If you are a player, you need to understand the pressure, the stress. For example, you won't be free as birds they do. So you will get judged quickly by the society. The trap of success, the capitalism definition, success value. Is it correct? Exactly. The endless cycle of school, career, money, and recognition. Success as a race you cannot never finish. Example: people sacrificing health and relationships, yet still chasing more. Like, give an example like the Steve Jobs, and he said that he just gave all his lifetime to Apple, but he couldn't spend any money. Even he was so rich, for example, you are at the 50s, if you are not rich enough, even you be the rich enough, even you have the luxury cars, luxury items, if you are still addict on your company, if you cannot be free, even the how much money in your bank account, it is not the K factor. Even if I have a $10,000 in my bank account, I am more free than the Steve Jobs, and I am more happier, because Steve Jobs has more pressure, because he needs to control. Need to control all the management of the Apple, the other products as well, and he also needed to be clean all the time, because he was just talking with the society, and he also needed to be an example of the human beings, not an individual, but being a brand as a Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs needed to pursue, maintain his brand, his own name's brand, because the Steve Jobs became a brand rather than just creating a brand. If the individuals start to turn into the brands, probably their lives will going to be suffer, and they need to maintain everything, even they rejecting it. For example, content creators. I'm just creating content, right? But I was, if I get the money by the content creating, probably I need to just analyze my whole speech before I just making the video. I need to understand my consumers, my viewers, my audience, what they need, what I can sell. What can I sell? If I just understand all the questions, well, probably the products will be better. Not all the products represent to all the audiences, so you need to find your exact audience as well. But the success is different. For example, if you have the 100k followers on the Instagram, on the YouTube, it's better, and you are freer than ever. People won't able to judge you, and you are free. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can do whenever you want. So you can play your own rules. Sometimes success is good, because if you are successful, if you have the luxury cars, luxury items, people are going to jealous on you, the other things, and you will be more happier. You will be happier from it. The fundamental basic explanation of it, if I just say it explicitly, I want to mention that if you became free, if you became rich, probably everybody will going to jealous you, and they want to be in your, why you, why not me? Probably everybody will going to ask the same question. Whenever I'm just seeing the YouTubers, they are getting more viewers and they are getting more subscribers, why them, not me? I'm just repeating this question again and again and again. The more success, the more sacrifice, because they are doing sacrifice, they are doing edited, I'm not doing edit, and I'm just talking without cut. Well, it is understandable, and I'm just trying to get more likes. For example, I'm just waiting 1,000 likes for this video. If we guys reach 1,000 likes for this video, I will just make this video again, But can I get the 1,000 likes for this video? It is really impossible, because I'm not doing cut, edit, etc. I'm just pushing it. I'm just publishing it. So I'm just waiting a lot of good answers, good response from you. Yeah, but I don't have to I'm not chasing the success, I'm just doing it for the hobby. Money is also important, but not the main factor here. Not the main factor, If the money was very important, probably I will be just recording a lot of the Muslim content, the Muslim value content, like the Raya Little Black did before, and she's doing a lot of Muslim content. She's getting money on it. Yeah, if you ask in my opinion, probably I will turn into just being a Muslim man and just talking about the Islam and getting more money. It's better, rather than just showing as my ass. Yeah, it is better, it's more easier. So let's think about the different things here. The psychological cost: anxiety, depression, and loneliness caused by success obsession. Yeah, everybody's suffering from success and getting into the obsession for it. If you cannot reach enough success, people are going to commit suicide, and people trying not to live, and people just cutting their getting into their, how can I say, like the existential crisis, the isolation. Because if you are not getting into the really get success, probably you will get into the social isolation. If you are asking my opinion, I really did the social isolation, because if I am poor, I haven't got any courage to go outside just talking about the people. Look, there are a lot of normal guys. Just look at this guy, for example. Look at this guy. Look at him. Do you see a guy just walking through it? He's just not a casual suit, like the plain black suit, black t-shirt, black pants. Nobody will going to take care of him. I'm sorry, brother, but nobody will going to take care of you, and you will be a great things. For example, there are the bunch of cars here, and this bunch of cars just trying to get more attention because they are just getting on a BMW, Lamborghini. Probably girls will going to love this kind of people. The success is better. Sometimes I'm just saying like success is not a very good thing. It is not. I am not saying that you shouldn't be just successful. You shouldn't just endeavor. You shouldn't just stand for the success. I'm just saying that you shouldn't obsess with that. If you cannot do it, accept it. Because if you just say the opposite things, the world won't change. The mention that I think I also just getting angry. I also suffered from anxiety and other things. I won't say you lie, guys. Like I am also just obsessed with the success. I won't say lie. The one thing just I'm just trying to get more great thumbnails. I'm trying to speak on the Japanese. I'm just also doing the 1 hour Japanese podcast, the English podcast, the Turkish podcast. But I haven't got enough followers, and I couldn't able to go to Japan yet. And that's the fundamental reason I am just complaining about my life all the time. It is understandable, right? Yeah, it is really understandable. I'm just accept it and I get on it. So when I just say the opposite, the situation is really needs to get used to it. But I'm not get used to this situation. The basic reason, it is not for me. It doesn't work for me. My life is not a very good idea here because I'm just getting bored of my life all around today, all around the time. Even just like that. But the success is, if you are just have a middle level of competition, it's okay, understandable. But the one thing is, if you get into the high level of competition, you want success on it because your connections, your environment aren't ready for it. But probably people are where they are. Sometimes I'm thinking it's correct and sometimes not. If you get explored by someone, for example, I'm trying to make the Japanese podcast and Japanese videos. If people watch my content, if they like me, I have a chance to go to Japan. But I need to get highlight. I need to just shine. When we are comparing myself with the other YouTubers. But is it easy? It's not gonna be easy. The basic reason is there are a bunch of content creators out there and their English is better than mine. So the basic question is arising again. How I can compete with them? The basic reason, I cannot compete with them, so I don't have to. And when I just do the grammar mistakes in English language, I don't have to just read the script rather than my own feelings or belongings. Because mostly my viewers also from a non-native English speaker countries, they can understand me rather than just the exact words. Because they can understand my thoughts, I can understand it from your eyes. Your eyes are the hunter eyes. You know this scene from a movie. Let's continue on it. The social comparison culture, Instagram, LinkedIn, peer pressure. Yeah, I really get with that, brother. It is really correct and it's really right, because if you are getting into just making video, you are being exist. If you are stopped pushing videos, probably they will think you are that. Well, all the people think like that. Research: success-oriented individuals show higher burnout and stress. Exactly, brother. And you will say, why? She has a bunch of followers. Why not me? Because your product is shit. When I'm just watching these people, they are just complaining about why they don't have enough followers. I'm just checking their contents. Their contents are shit. Brother, everybody is not. They are not stupid. Everybody understands whether your content is suitable or purchasable or not. People will going to understand that when you don't notice. So you don't have to be just addict on it. You don't have to worry about it. If your content is well, probably people are going to watch. Otherwise, if your content is shit, probably nobody going to watch. That's all. It is how the life works. Maybe you can call it it's a rat race, but if you want to get out from the rat race, you need to get more financial freedom rather than just complaining about it. You can just cover your complaints to money if you are successful on it. You can't do it. The research success-oriented individuals show higher burnout and stress. We hate about it. Personal reflection, working hard but never feeling fulfilled. That's the easy what the way it works for us. Society's lie. The myth of work hard and you will success. You will succeed. The myth of work hard and you will succeed. It is a totally lie, brother. Even you work from morning to night, it won't change. For example, the people, the Steve Jobs, the Elon Musk, Elon Musk just could able to go to America, and also he just get money from the America, maybe dollars. I don't know how much money did he get before just starting to just SpaceX from the garage, but also he, how can I say that, like he also produced a lot of different applications, like the something like an application, the game application, the Elon Musk. Whenever I'm just watching his interviews, I saw that he was just trying to sell the applications on the internet, and he got his first payment by the PayPal. You know, the PayPal is very PayPal is disabled in Turkey. That's the reason why the great content creators cannot do the money. But the exchange is different, you know. I prefer to get the money in a dollar base rather than Turkish money base, because our earnings should be equal in a world where Turkish money is really less and people just earning really less money here rather than the other people. So the people are going to question about it, like, you know, if the YouTube is giving more freedom, you know. Sometimes I was watching the other contents. Some people in the States, in the America, they are just trying to sleep and they are recording by themselves. They were recording themselves while they are sleeping. So they were getting money. But if you are doing this action on the TikTok, on the other Instagram, maybe they are just warning you. I think it is very unright. Because YouTube, that's the reason why how YouTube works. Because YouTube should give all the content creators freedom. If someone wants to sleep, it's okay. If someone just doing stream while he's sleeping, it's okay. It's understandable. I'm also doing the sleep stream. I think the sleep stream should also be support. Not everyone should have to watch their channels. If someone wants to sleep, they can sleep. But someone will going to disagree with that. They will say, if you are just sleeping while you are doing the stream, okay, then I will give an answer again. If some people just playing the games, even they are just playing the games, they are recording themselves while they are just playing the games. Also, the other movies, they are just repeating itself and they are showing the same movies. But if you are sleeping, you can sleeping at the moment. You cannot sleep again. This moment won't come again. I'm not saying like you cannot record yourself while you are shitting or pissing off. It is the difference, brother. You are sleeping. It is two different things. You are not just bullying anyone. You are not just hurting anyone. That's the reason why the sleeping stream should be allowed. All the channels, all the YouTubers. It's understandable. Maybe it's dependentary and it's also necessity. Yeah, it's kind of true. Like the other things, like the work hard, you will get success. It is not the way like that, brother. It's a rat race, and when you work hard, it won't change, brother. I prefer being homeless in the States rather than in the United States rather than just working in a modern slavery. That's all. The reality stories of the 1% are glorified, but most remain invisible. Well, it is really correct and true. And the truth, like, you know, mostly we are seeing the people who get the success rather than the unsuccessful people. For example, nobody talking about Nokia, right? Nokia lost against Apple. They won the fight with Nokia. Then the Nokia's value have been demolished, have been decreased. So after the Nokia put out itself, nobody is talking about the Nokia and everybody's talking about the Apple. That's the basic reason. There are a bunch of beautiful girls, but they are not seeing you and they are just passing truth in front of you like different. You know, when you are just checking them, they have different kind of ideas and they are not thinking about you because they also have a different mindset, brothers. As I mentioned that before, you cannot if you are living in Turkey, it is really hard for you. You cannot choose. Like there are a bunch of beautiful girls in Thailand, and they just demand $200. So you earn in Vietnam $200. You don't have to just set for it. Exactly, brother. Exactly. What I found instead, what changed when you stop chasing success? Join smaller things, writing, psychology, philosophy, building culture base. I think the philosophy is also sucks sometimes. I won't say the lie. Living for meaning, not for validation. And sometimes. Encourage viewers, you don't need to win the race, you can live it. No, brother, I won't going to encourage you guys. I will say the truth, like, the low level of competition. I think in this part, probably I will prefer the middle level of competition rather than the full level of competition, because everybody is a human being, and they can just change their ideas as well. The other thing, philosophical reflection. What is the success? What is success? Everybody is talking about what is the success, and they are not giving any meaning of success. They are not doing any definition of success. The Nietzsche, the Kierkegaard, Spinoza, Camus, and the success as a cultural contract, not a universal truth. Exactly. Some cultures, for example, in the America, in the Japan, the cultures are so different. In the Japan, people just living for the society, but in America, people live for themselves. That's two different things. Also, the environment is same. If you are poor, if you have a low level of environment, if you are not famous enough, probably people not going to take care about you, and you will be alone at your path. Every path is different, every path is understandable, but it is not the way like that. Yeah, existential lens, the success is irrelevant without personal meaning. Yeah. Personal meaning without personal meaning. You need to ask this question. Prostitute women, I don't know. They are getting the money, but which way? The earning money style needs to reflect you. If someone just getting money by the philosophy or the books, they have more value for the society. But if someone getting the more money by the prostitution, they have less value for the society. It is the understandable things, because everybody choosing their dreams. If you wanna get the fast money, the prostitution. But I am not recommending it, brother. Because but even I'm not recommending, they are doing it, like, it's their life and their choices. As a conclusion for this speech, I want to say that I quit chasing success. Exactly. I just started to chase the meaning. Even I'm thinking about doing the podcast, I'm just starting talking about the Japanese. Even I do the grammar mistake, I don't care. The basic reason, I like to speak in Japanese language. That's the reason why I'm just on the YouTube. I want to do the contents what I like, rather than just the expectation of a audience or the percentage of the people. Even I don't like to live in Turkey, just being alone here. I haven't got any choice, because I am poor, I'm not famous. That's the fundamental reason. We are just trying to continue on it. Yeah, maybe it's time to stop running too. I will going to just give you advice. If you cannot get any success on this life, probably it is better to quit. And not to quit, like, not you need to quit full time. You need to change your dreams. For example, you also want to immigrate to Japan, maybe. Maybe you can change to Taiwan, and maybe you can change to Germany and other countries. If your dream is really bigger, maybe you can change or adapt your dream. For example, you want to go to Japan now, but can you go to Japan now? No, you need to save up money. That's the reason why you need to stop just getting into the time. For example, if I just force myself getting more money, can I get more money here? No, my salary is fixed, because I'm not famous, I haven't got any connections. That's the reason why it is better to stay here, just save up the money and think about it when I am in Japan. I'm not in Japan yet, so I don't have to just think about what I'm gonna do in Japan, etc., because I'm in Turkey now. So I need to save up money. After I save up the money, I have a chance to go to Japan, and I will try my chance there. Yeah, it is time, like, as I mentioned, that everybody has different aims and dreams. I'm not saying that you need to just give up your dreams, like, etc., but you need to give them more time. You shouldn't pursue, and you shouldn't force your dreams. Sometimes people just trying to search for a job, better job quality, better just the similarity, just closing to their homes, etc. But not the things are happening every time. So you need to understand, you need to respond to situation, not the people, not the events. So you need to create your own business at the end, and you need to understand the conclusion. The success is very good, but you don't have to addict on it to success, because if you try to success, you will get into depression and you will start to just, how can I say, you will start to jealous the people, and you will compare yourself with the other people, how they are successful, how I am not successful. That's the reason why you need to create your own path, your own business, rather than just compete yourself with the others, because the competition is really hard. And if you want to compete, what is it like, how can I say, kıyas, it's meaning kıyas in Turkish, but in English it's meaning, what is the meaning of kıyas in English? Like compression. Hi. Yeah, contrast the far. It's like you shouldn't do the compression like with you. You shouldn't do the compression yourself with others, because everyone has a different path. So it is better to find your own path rather than just waiting someone else's path. Thank you for watching me till now. See you on the next video. I'm so happy to watching me till now. If you just like this video, please like the button, give a comment and subscribe if you're not. And if you just want, you can donate me either. Thank you so much. I'm also just doing the English streams sometimes. Thank you for watching me till now. So I need to go to the house, and I will just do the Japanese podcast maybe. Thank you for now. See you on next video.